You're watching the Hi Guys podcast with Al and the other Al on the 420 Pace Project.
The opinions of the individuals during this broadcast are their own and may not be the opinions of their group or other organizations they may be involved with. All medical advice during our broadcast is not a medical opinion and should be checked with your medical physician.
Hi, guys.
I am getting there anyways. I had a slow start this morning. My first doobie. Well, half.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, I was out this morning. Had to shovel, remove some snow.
You guys got more snow?
Yeah, we got more snow. It's really, we've got a lot of snow over the last 2 weeks.
Here too. My car's covered again and still not running.
Yeah, the getting out the son-in-law. He's been out with the snowblower.
I wish I had bought a snowblower. To be honest.
Well, the thing about his snowblower is it's 8 feet wide, and it's on a tractor.
Oh, well, you know what? The question has been made.
Yeah.
If I can get a snowblower for my S100 John Deere rider, and I can. It's got all the hookups and all the oil things and all that in there, but it's $3,000, right?
It's usually that's usually a big thing.
and then you just know that I'll put something like that on the damn thing, and then it won't drive because of the snow. Right. So.
Well, you got to think of that. The tractor's probably smallish, so you got too much weight. It would be too much of a problem for it.
I would need chains for sure.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. No, we're talking about a big farm tractor. So
I went. You know the guy down the road there that has tractors from the farm going towards the highway.
Yeah.
We actually stopped there. Tim and I actually stopped there and looked at tractors while I was thinking about what do I want to buy. But I decided, an acre and a half was kind of a little bit small for an actual tractor.
Yeah.
I even looked at one of those little John Deeres that had the bucket on it and the backhoe, and again, it was $2,700 or $5,700.
Yeah. The smaller ones obviously easier to reach sometimes. So, so what do we got for today in the show? We got our normal. We got our top 5. We've got some recipes. We got some events.
I got 50 things that only those who grew up in 1970s will remember. We're not going to run all 50 though.
No, okay, all right. And we got some news. We got some sports news. We got some entertainment. We got some reviews. I actually got 2 reviews beside me.
5 weird monkey sounds.
So yeah, we've got a few things that we're going to touch on over the next 90 to 100,
however long.
However long it takes. Yeah, exactly. So, but so I got a question for you, which I usually ask.
An answer, I hope.
What I ask every week.
What are you smoking?
I bought a big bag of buds.
Big bag of buds.
Yeah, it's 2 half ounces. And it's a sativa and indica.
Mm-hmm.
And both strains I really like, but I've been mixing them. And I'm really liking them. And then if it gives me a nice up. Mm-hmm. And then if I need a as I say, slam, I'll throw some hash in there. And it's really nice. I've got fusion going on. I got some Vortex hash this week.
I got some Vortex live resin sitting here beside me. We'll get into that during the review.
Can I ask how much that cost? Because I'm curious now, and just you can answer me later if you like.
Oh, yeah, sure. You can ask me later. Yeah.
That was a reminder.
Yeah. Now, what am I smoking? Let's see.
Nothing, because you can't smoke inside.
I can't smoke in the house, but this morning I went and filled my baggies. I have my little Grove bags.
I keep them too.
And then I just put a little label on it. Right, so I know which each strain is. Like this is Cherry Dragon.
Ooh, yum.
And then I got my Trophy Wife. It's got a big TW on it. And then this morning I had a doobie of my Grape Escape.
I like that one. What's the one that's the one that you sent me, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like Grape Escape. I'm in the process of setting up my grow shelves in the living room so that I don't have to go up and down the stairs. And I'm hoping that the seeds will start in the pods as opposed to on a plate in the closet. The temperature in my house is not consistent, as you know. Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to be using the heating mat.
Right.
And just going for it.
Let's see what
I
happens.
will keep going until they pop.
Yeah, I just put in some seeds into pea pods in what was it? 5 days. Yeah, 5 days. It poked up out of the pod. And
how far down are you going into the pod?
And then in 6 days, I had the second set of leaves, the first original leaves that come with it, and then the next ones with the first
under a light.
Yeah, under my T5s.
That's what they'll be under here. Yeah.
Yeah, with my heating pad underneath it.
What is your heating pad set at?
It doesn't have a setting. It's just plug it in.
Neither does Marcel's. Neither does Darcy's. Darcy put a thermostat on his and at 95.
Yeah, I put a timer on it so it goes on and off.
Well, I'm gonna experiment with that because I have my super plug.
Oh yeah.
So I'm doing it. Yeah. I'm gonna focus on it, and I figured the best thing to do is to have all my grow table just in the big window. It's facing. I get sun from like 2:00 on, and it will help with proper lighting as opposed to fake lighting.
Yeah, just don't rely on the window for lighting because
I'm not. I have the T5. I have the T5 there as well, and under with the dome and all that, right?
Yeah, good.
We'll see. And then I've got two of the auto moist.
Don't get it over wet. Keep it moist.
I've got 2 auto pots up here, which I'll put on a shelf beside there just to get them going when they're sufficient height. Depending on when they're the sufficient height, I'm not going to let them go as long as I did last time. They'll either go downstairs or outside.
Yeah,
depending on when
the year, timing wise.
Yeah, I want to make sure that I have plants ready to go out as soon as I can, but they're going to go downstairs to start
growing underneath a regular light and then throw them out. Yeah, I've done that. Yeah,
I've got my 1,000-watt LED down there.
Yeah,
and I've already tried it. I tried it last year when I took one down to wait and see if it was a male or not.
Right.
Yeah. And the plant loved it, man. It grew so fast it hit the light within 2 days. So, it even burned one of the leaves.
Oh, okay, so close.
Yeah, it grew right up onto the light.
Yeah. You don't want
Nope, don't want that.
Don't want that. No. Exactly. Well, what do you say? Time to move on to the list?
The list?
we
Which list? What list? What are we doing?
Well, here we go. We'll discuss that after.
It's certainly high on the list.
So which one did you choose?
I've got right here. Oh, come on. Now, where is it? Oh. Where did it go? Okay. I've got a list here.
Okay.
That isn't going to really. There we go. I didn't think it was going to show up that good. We're going to watch that after. We're going to go here and switch this to this.
Okay.
Make it so we don't have to see everything.
Sure.
All right. So we got 10 immunity boosting power foods.
All right.
And my favorite on the list, of course, is mushrooms.
Oh, I like the garlic that's on the list.
Garlic gives me bad heartburn, unfortunately. I don't do oysters. I don't do oysters.
Neither do I.
Pomegranates, I like them, but you have to have a McDonald's straw with you.
Oh yeah, I haven't had them in years.
Oh God, I love them. Pecans,
Can't eat them.
I can't eat chili; it will burn right through my stomach.
Chili, oh, that's a danger one. It's
yep.
Artichokes is dangerous.
I don't like the taste of artichoke.
I don't either.
Yogurt. I don't know anybody who should be eating something that sounds like yogurt. That's an old. That's an old George line, eh?
It's good for adding bacteria good bacteria into your digestive system. That's actually the only dairy that I do consume.
It affects my stomach in ways that it shouldn't.
Oh, really? Yeah. So keep going.
Cranberries, love cranberries, dried, and of course on my turkey.
Had them on the turkey. Giant.
Mustard seeds, no thank you. My mom used to use mustard seeds. In fact, I might have some mustard seed in my spice closet because I brought some of my mom's.
Key word in that is seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, not for me.
Yeah.
No. But out of those, I do consume, one, two constantly pretty well, and the cranberries the odd time.
Let's see what other lists I have here, shall we?
Sure.
Here's a list that we have right here.
Yeah.
The 25. Can you see this? Yeah.
Well, you haven't opened it up yet.
No, I have not. And now, of course, Real Player is giving me a hard time. It's searching for videos.
It's doing its up and down bobbing thing.
Yeah.
You sort of got to come out around underneath it. You want me to share it?
No, I just didn't share the right window though. That's all. There we go.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
There we go. So the reason I'm showing this is a list that was posted on FeedSpot, and it is the 25 best Canadian cannabis podcasts. And if you look down here,
well, we'll just go through the numbers.
No. If you look down here, we are 7 and 8 on the list, both of us.
Yes, we are. We are in the two of us we're in the top 10, and the two of the top 10 podcasts are here on the 420 Pace.
Correct. So we've got Canadian Health Radio, which
Cannabis
is
Health Radio.
Dyslexia in action. I believe that is that's Janet, isn't it? Janet and the Cannabis Science Ladies.
Don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, the Cannabis Podcast. I've not heard of that one. Cannabis Daily. I have heard of. The High Ladies, of course, we've heard of them. They were at one of the events.
Can Expo. And they're in Central Ontario. So
I believe they're out of Toronto. Are they not?
From what I have seen, Central Ontario
okay.
is Yeah, and actually it says right there in the bottom of the information. Hosted by Mom's friend Anne and Amanda, who live in Central Ontario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Reefer Madness. I've not heard of that one.
No, either have I.
And now I will say that some of these I've not heard of the Kea cast.
No, either have
I have heard of the 420 radio show.
I think so.
Which, by the way, is up every week at 420radio.ca because we have our new website. So if you haven't looked at it yet, please do. And then, of course, we have Al's Pace Radio.
Right. Yeah.
And then below Al, we have the Higher Estate, which is my old friend Ira Price, whom I don't think is still doing it, but maybe you can.
Yeah, I clicked on there and showed the last podcast was posted anyways.
About 3-4 years ago.
3 months ago.
Oh, really? So maybe he started up again. I used to do it with Ira, and we were going to events and sitting on the stage all day and yapping and yipping and yapping. I enjoyed doing that, but things changed. The Cannabis 101 podcast, again, not heard of that one. Not heard of The Fire is Fire. No. So there are new ones. The Halftime Report, which is Cannabis Sports, it seems like.
Yeah, it says here cultural forward talks with athletes. So, and it says producer network, Sports Cannabis.
Yeah, again, I've not heard of them either. No. I'm not really into sports. We got the Shake,
which is part of Sports Cannabis.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah. And the Autoflower Show. Again, have not heard.
Cannabis Science Podcast.
Yeah, they've been around for a little bit, I believe. Corey Yelland is who's involved, I believe, in
Cannabis Health Project.
Thank you.
Yes.
Corey Yelland and Janet Sweeney, who are the girls from Rick Simpson's Cannabis Science or whatever. No, that was Bob. That was Dr. Bob's thing, wasn't it?
Maybe. Yeah. So there you go. There's 25 of them, and they're all together.
The Hash Test Dummies. Yeah, I'm gonna post the link here.
Talking Stone while getting sports.
Okay.
Spinny Doob Doobs.
Spinny Doob Doobs. Sounds like my morning. Weed Chat. Joanna Puff.
Daddy's podcast.
Right. Okay.
It's here in Ontario.
They all are, aren't they?
Well, they're in Canada.
Yeah. Oh, yes, that's right. High Canada Magazine presents. Now that's High Canada Magazine, which is Psy. And although I didn't know that they had a podcast going.
No, neither did I.
Right. Adventures of Indiana Stone. Obviously a grower who goes out and about and
yes. Yeah, I'd say so.
Wow, there you go. Oh,
all right. So
look, we can go 24 to 156.
Yeah, I think it has a little lock picture on it, so I just took that as being you need a subscription or something.
With FeedSpot, yeah, you get a little bit and then you're on your own kind of thing.
So when I saw that, I thought, well, why are they locking out the bottom ones? I thought they would have locked out the top ones. So,
FeedSpot is an alternative to Feedly.
Yes, yeah.
Which I like, and I've been using for a dozen years, maybe more.
Yeah.
I enjoy Feedly and a few others.
Yeah, All righty.
My tea got cold, Al, because you made me work.
Anything else on your top 5 list?
Well, there is one here, but we can do 50 things only those who grew up in 1970, which is a video.
I think I might have seen that one, and I went through it and went, "Holy shit! Yeah."
Have you watched it before?
I don't think so. I think I watched it on my own because I know I shared it. I shared it with. I actually posted it on my wall, and
it's 20 minutes long. How about we watch a few of them and we'll see.
Is there?
What's that? Is there?
I was gonna say, is there no general? Oh, you must have shared something there. Okay.
I just shared it.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I care.
Okay, well, let's run it for a little bit, see what's going on there. Throw it on for a few minutes. Just as think of it as a commercial.
TV shows. It was a decade. Growing up in the 1970s was an experience like no other. From fashion trends to unforgettable toys and TV shows. It was a decade filled with unique moments that defined a generation. Join us as we dive into 50 things that only those who lived through the 70s will truly remember. 1, the
water bed
oven.
Had one.
Not included.
You had the easy bake oven and the water bed.
I used to bake
Nothing
stuff
felt more empowering as a kid.
Oh yeah, we always
70s
bake stuff in
baking
it.
your own tiny cakes and cookies.
Cook
with
under the light bulb.
Oven. The magic. It wasn't high tech. It used a simple light bulb to cook the treats. Kids would mix packets of batter, slide the mini pan into the oven, and wait impatiently as the little bulb did its job. Sure, the results often tasted a bit unique, but the joy of cooking your own dessert made every bite worth it. 2, feathered hair. Farrah Fawcett's feathered hair became the gold standard in the 1970s.
Did you have the poster,
Al? Work or out on the town.
I did.
Everyone tried to achieve those perfect soft waves that
right
flipped
beside
outward
my red
just
Lamborghini.
Right. Achieving the look often required hours with a blow dryer, a round brush, and cans of hairspray. For boys, this style also found its way into popularity. Longer hair with subtle feathering was a staple of the era. 3, clackers.
Aha.
You have the new unbreakable shatterproof.
I had one shatter.
Miracle clackers.
Clackers were a deceptively simple toy. 2 acrylic balls attached to a string that you swung up and down to make them smack together. The faster you swung, the louder the clacking sound, and the greater the risk of bruised hands or worse. Clackers were thrilling but borderline dangerous, leading to bans in some places. Still, for kids in the 70s, they were a rite of passage, testing both patience and coordination. 4, schoolhouse rock. Who knew learning could be so catchy? Schoolhouse Rock aired between Saturday morning cartoons and taught kids everything from grammar, conjunction junction, what's your function, to math. 3 is a magic number. The animated shorts were so engaging that kids often didn't realize they were learning. Those catchy tunes stuck in your head long after the TV was off. Decades later, their educational magic remains unforgettable. 5, bell-bottom jeans. Bell-bottoms weren't just pants. They were a statement. With flared legs that started narrow at the knee and exploded into a dramatic sweep, these jeans were everywhere in the 1970s. Whether paired with platform shoes, tie-dye shirts, or even fringed vests, bell-bottoms symbolized individuality and rebellion. By the end of the decade, they had become so iconic that they still instantly scream 1970s in any photos. 6, the Electric Company.
Okay, we're going to stop at 10, okay?
Yeah, all right.
Before cable TV brought educational programming to every household, the
Electric
Company ruled the airwaves. Aimed at slightly older kids than Sesame Street, this PBS show featured catchy songs, fun skits, and
Bill Cosby was on.
Young Morgan Freeman, anyone. Its playful approach to teaching reading and grammar made it a hit with both kids and parents, and its funky 1970s aesthetic made learning feel fresh and cool. 7, CB radios. Phones and the internet, CB and radios were a way to communicate, especially on the road. Thanks to movies like Smokey and the Bandit, CB radios became a cultural phenomenon, with everyone adopting their own handle, nickname, phrases like 4, Good Buddy, and Breaker entered the lexicon. Kids loved pretending to be truckers.
We're on top of the hill over town. We
just for fun.
Beat everybody.
8, Trapper Keeper.
I had a sideband radio, and I could talk to people in California. really cool.
The Trapper Keeper was the holy
Side
grail
band
of school
was one
supplies,
step
with its
before
bold,
hand.
colorful designs, Velcro
Trapper
closure, and
Keeper.
pockets to organize
Is that what
everything.
they
It
called
made
that?
kids feel like they had their lives together. Though it became more iconic in the 1980s, its debut in the late 70s set the stage for decades of academic
think everything has
organization.
Velcro.
Owning
Yeah,
one wasn't
yeah,
just
it's still
practical,
around.
it was a status symbol. 9 pet rocks.
Ah,
In a
had
world
one.
without
Name was
smartphones
George.
and TikTok, the idea of a pet rock somehow took off.
Well, we didn't have
marketed as
one,
the
but I
perfect
remember them.
low-maintenance pet.
Oh, maybe
Each
we
rock
did.
came
We
in a
might
small
have.
cardboard box with breathing holes and instructions
That's
for
it.
care.
Be a
While
pet.
it started as a tongue-in-cheek
next,
gift,
I bet.
the craze swept the nation in 1975. It's a reminder of how something as simple and silly as a rock could become a cultural phenomenon in the 1970s. 10. The Fisher-Price Chatter
We
Telephone.
had
Oh, yeah.
them.
This iconic toy introduced countless toddlers to the
I think the
idea of
babies
talking
still
on the
have 'em.
phone.
The
With its
lights.
smiling face, spinning rotary dial, and wheels for pulling it around, the Chatter
Yeah,
Telephone
my
was a
kids had
staple
'em.
of
I have 'em.
1970s childhoods.
All righty. That's our list for today.
All right, good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, lots of good things in there. All right, it's time for us to move on to the next segment, which is on.
Cha-cha-cha.
Yeah, today we've got a list of cannabis desserts. And this
Ooh.
comes to us from the Michigan Medical Marijuana.org website.
I find it hard to believe that people are still actually using that word.
Medical marijuana?
No, just marijuana.
Oh, just marijuana. Yeah. So here we go.
With an E.
If you look at the top of these were published in 2012, and still you can still use them today. Who cares how old they are? You just update
Can't
them a
really
little.
see it, so I'm going to go like that.
You're gonna enlarge your screen. Oh, there we go. Okay. Cannabis infused toffee chocolate chip cookies.
Yum.
Yum. 6 tablespoons of canna butter in it.
Wow.
Cannabis infused devilishly good orange drink.
I like orange drinks.
Did
I
they
like
use
being a
orange?
devil.
Yeah, they use frozen orange juice by the looks of that.
Orange juice, unfortunately, backs me up.
Oh. Cannabis infused mini pumpkin pies.
No, thank you. Not a pumpkin person.
You can see the list of ingredients and everything. All the instructions are there. Next on, cannabis infused banana caramel cupcakes.
No, thank you. Not a bananas are not. No, I don't like the flavor of banana.
Don't you? Oh, they sound good.
No.
Cannabis infused stir fried ginger shrimp with asparagus.
No, thank you.
It's for a dessert too. It's shrimp. I usually thought it was part of a meal, but yeah.
I don't like crustacean.
Cannabis infused chicken and cashew sandwich or salad.
The sandwich might be nice.
Yeah, I think I'd have to toss out the cashews because they're nuts.
Yes.
But
Can you not? Can you? If they're ground down really, 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 really well, can you eat them?
Well,
Like
they would have to be ground down. Yeah.
So you could, so you could digest it as to use as a flavor, but not as the nut.
Yeah, like I eat peanut butter.
Nuts don't go well with Crohn's, unfortunately.
Correct. Yeah, it can get stuck in narrow passages like what I've got. There you go.
Stop eating nuts because of it.
I think there you go. That's it.
That's it. That's a short list today.
That's a short list today. That's right.
We're on the short list.
But yeah, there's some new stuff as far as desserts for cannabis, and I am going to stick that list in the chat. Let everybody recipes. And people will be able to check out the recipes that we just glanced through. If you heard anything you thought you might like, check out the comments, and the link is there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what else. Got any other? You have any recipes? Anything offhand? Food
You
that
know
you like?
what? I saw a recipe the other day, and I put it somewhere, and so that it would be there. Now I don't know where. That's what I'm looking for.
That's why you send it to yourself, and then you can find it.
That's what I do. I save them on lists and stuff, but then I save so many things on these lists
Right.
that I it's hard to remember which list I saved things on the list at.
Yeah. Right. 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 Exactly. Well, why don't we take a quick break here, about a minute long break, and we come back and we'll discuss some reviews.
All right.
All right. We're going to take that 1 minute break, and we'll be right back, folks.
How are you? Can I ask you a question, just so you know? I'm Al, my producer, and we're live on 420radio.ca and paceradio.net. So basically, my basic question is pretty simple. Why do you march?
I've been doing it for years, and we still need to recognize it globally, so I march.
There you go. Exactly.
I want to travel and be able to smoke weed in other countries.
Yeah, exactly. Good answer. Thank you.
I went to put some water in my juice because it's lemonade and it was a little strong. And I walked past my bedroom and the dog's laying right where, like right on my pillow, butt on pillow. And I looked at her and she looked at me and went, she knows she's not supposed to be on my pillow.
Yeah. So that was a quick little thing on the Global Marijuana March there. And just so everybody knows, the planning for the Global Marijuana March in Toronto this year has begun. If you'd like to volunteer, and it's just find or get a hold of Mary Jane Baker, or go to the Toronto Global Marijuana March Facebook page, and then maybe contact them through there as well.
Yes. And we will be there again.
Yeah, we'll be there again, covering the event, and
probably our 10th year or so.
Probably. It's been quite a few that we've been there and covering the event.
And if you want to see any of that stuff, you can look at 420radio.ca. We've got almost 1,500 videos on there, and a lot of those are there as well on our YouTube page, and our new site at 420pace.ca, which is where we're putting all our new stuff.
Yes. I just had to close something out of the way.
I saw that. That was, I got to close something. Look. I noticed these things. I'm sorry.
That's
my weed. I've lost my weed.
Did you?
No, it's behind me. I'm moving my office around, so things are in different places. As you can see, the background has changed.
Yes.
I have my squisher, and I can point to things. And, of course, Ginsler. Mr. Ginsler, right there. Yeah. And then we've got this is something, it's a robot that Emily gave to my mom. And what you do is you stick fleecy thingies in there, softener rags, whatever you call them, in there, and it smells nice. They're called Senties. And then, of course, we have Gary the pillow. And I'm not allowed to say who that is there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because of culture, the cancel culture. You're not allowed to say Speedy Gonzalez anymore.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. They were one of the cartoons that you're not supposed to watch.
I know of the cartoon. Yeah. Well, I've got my medical marijuana marijuana medic on duty bag. I got this at the Toronto Global Marijuana March. That was back in the day when they had the festival.
Yep. Do you remember? You see that little thing hanging there where my finger is, Al?
Yeah.
That is that we got them at the Treating Yourself Festival.
You got
Treating
TYX.
Yourself. And it is a waterproof case that clamps down and you put it over your neck and go kayaking and stuff like that. And your stash doesn't get wet if you go in.
Good. I use tubes.
My broken Ubi is in there. Remember the Ubi?
I got a picture of Michelle Rainey. A lot of people. Michelle Rainey passed away. Well, it's almost 15 years ago.
Yeah, she was very much loved in the community. Yep,
big time.
I never met her, Al.
You never did, eh?
Never met her at all. No, because she passed away shortly after I arrived into things.
Oh yeah, she was at the expo. That's where I saw.
She was sick and wasn't around or whatever. Yeah. No, I don't believe
actually, it was that expo right there.
We started going to the second Treating Yourself. We didn't go to the first one. We went to everyone after that. Marco made sure of it.
Yeah. And then here beside me, this is a Happle.
Your Happle.
This is the original design of the Happle.
Let's see. Oh, and then the dewdrop came out of that.
Well, this was the original one, and it actually ran into
water.
No, it fit too nicely into cup holders in vehicles.
Oh, okay. Well, it looked like a cup.
It does, doesn't it? And then there's the dewdrop.
I like my dewdrop, but it makes me cough. Well, and I'm waiting on Dave to send a new. And one of the things that I like about Dave is that if you break your stem on any of his glass, he will happily get it. Send you a new one.
This stem right here, this particular one.
Did you break one yet?
No. This was actually missing one when I got it. So,
I was cleaning my stem in the kitchen and I dropped it and it landed on my tile flooring and just went split in half.
Dave gave that to me when I was at
when we were there. Yeah.
When we were there. So it didn't have a stem in it. So I went to Spirit Leaf Campbellford.
Why didn't he just give you a stem?
That never even thought of it. I don't think I never even noticed it until I got home.
He probably didn't realize.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. So I went to Campbellford Spirit Leaf Campbellford,
which is beside the Bongs and Dongs show.
He's beside Campbellford Lifestyle Shop.
I keep forgetting Campbellford Lifestyle Shop.
And they gave me a free stem.
Now, I don't know if that's the policy of all stores that sell them, but I know that if you need a new one, you can contact
the store where you bought it at.
Yeah, or contact Dave.
Or contact them, or contact maybe if you bought it online at the CannaSwap website.
And I believe that you can get them on the Nugs website as well.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, exactly. So, all right.
And I believe, no, they don't have them. I was going to say Shatterizer might have them, but no, they don't.
And Dave recommends one of these. Whether it's whatever was in it, coffee or creamers or whatever, but one of these things, and you put your ISO in it, and you stick your dewdrop or your Happle into this, allow it to soak, rinse it out, and you're done.
You know, I don't know if you've tried cleaning yours yet, but I find with my dewdrop, it doesn't get it completely clean, but if you turn on the water really, really hot, and then start shaking it around, it will loosen up everything and clean it up. My stunning glass is real easy to clean. I just put it in the dishwasher.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, take it apart and put it in the dishwasher. Done.
Alrighty. Well, talking about products, let's just get on to our next segment, which is alrighty. Have you got anything to review, or should I just?
No.
Okay, I got two things.
Okay.
All right. First up, I mentioned I had some Pure Live resin, and you asked me how much.
Yes.
Okay. This is the Vortex gas.
Because I like the Vortex products. I use their hash.
Oh yeah. Pure Live resin all-in-one box cart. There's a gram in here.
Only 1 gram?
Yeah, 1 gram. It has 3.3 milligrams of CBD and 762 milligrams of THC. So you're looking at what, 76.2% THC with 3.3% CBD.
That'd be nice. I'm sure.
Yeah. And it was only packaged.
How do you burn that?
What's that?
How are you consuming that in your pen, or are you?
No, this actually is a disposable.
Oh, okay.
It comes as a little square. You got a little view window.
Yep. So you just keep sucking on it until it doesn't suck anymore.
Yeah. It's got a little cap. There's a little cap on top that keeps it clean, so nothing goes down inside the bowl.
Yeah. Yep, okay. Like the Shatterizer. Needs one of those.
And then
I'm forever getting
on the bottom,
in the Shatterizer.
On the bottom is your charger.
Yes. Is it refillable?
Not that I know of, but I don't know what that little silver dot is. But I know
that would probably be where the place is that they use a syringe to put in stuff.
Yeah, there's also a light.
Oh, nice.
That lights up. Maybe that's what I'm looking at. Is that what that is?
Is that a light? Yeah, that's a light. Oh, I see. So how is it?
Good. It's good. It's they call it gas, and it's got like a berry flavor to it.
And you didn't tell me how much yet.
It says it's equivalent to 4 grams of cannabis.
No, I meant price. You don't
$28.
know. That's, you know what? That's not bad. It cost me $35 for Vortex hash, but it's 2 grams.
Yeah, I got this at Sunfish in Havelock. The what else does it say? 1 gram. Ingredients: cannabis extract, natural flavors.
So it's not a distillate.
No, it's a live resin, not rosin. Resin.
I should see if they have stuff like that here.
And it fits in your hand, goes easily into a pocket. You got it protected with the little cap. Quick puff,
And it's plastic.
Yeah, it's plastic.
It won't make the metal detector go off.
Well, it's got some. I'm assuming it's got some metal in it. It's got metal in it. So, but yeah, no, it tastes good. It's effective. I've had it for just over a week now.
How long will one of those last you, Al?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna say this one here is about half full.
I know that my Shatterizer, be it when I squish rosin or not, or resin, whatever.
Right.
Like a nice glop will last a week, maybe more. Yeah. Just a little glop in there. I mean, it's amazing how long that stuff lasts.
Yeah. It the nice thing about it is that there's no cleanup. It's when it's done, you dispose of it. That's why it's disposable, right?
Yeah.
So, all right, now I've also got these. Never heard of them.
What are they? Candies?
They're called blips. They're THC tablets. You get 25 tablets in a container.
Again, is it distillate?
Each tablet is 10 milligrams. So there's 250 milligrams in this one package.
But is it THC? Like, is it a distillate, an isolate that it's made with? Is it actual weed? What?
I'm gonna say it is some synthesized thing because it doesn't tell you. It just says
so it's probably a distillate or an isolate.
Yeah, it doesn't say. Oh, hang on, what's this? Does it look like that peels back? Pull. Oh, peel. It does. Hang on.
It's got a hidden label.
Yeah, the label opens up.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see what it says here. Cannabis extract.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
But cannabis extract could mean distillate or an isolate.
Yeah.
No.
Couldn't it? Now, as far as what their ingredients are in it, I'm gonna say
cannabis.
Cannabis extract, but everything else is like palm
carrier.
Oil.
Yeah, carrier. Whatever they're using
MPC.
For carrier.
Yeah. Cool. Store in a cool, dry place. No expiry date. So I haven't tried them yet, and I got these at Spirit Leaf Campbellford.
We still have an hour and a half, or an hour, Al. So you could try one.
Well, I was actually gonna try them before the show. Okay, there we go. Inside the lid.
I hate those fucking things.
Yeah. Oh, it's so easy. It's so
I don't
easy.
have any squeeze left.
Oh, it's too bad. What about pushing? Could you push it?
Dude, I have a hard time opening those fucking bags.
Yeah. Comes with a
little
moisture
pack.
collector.
Yep.
And I guess with Valentine's around the corner, these sort of look like, I don't know how I can hold this.
You know, it'd be nice if somebody.
It looks like a little heart almost.
Ah, there you go.
Now these are
tablets. Make them red. They should make medicated cinnamon hearts.
Well, there you go. So these are tablets, 10 milligrams a piece. How many should I eat?
4.
Okay, I got 5.
You have to go out later?
No, I have some work that I've got to do around here, like as far as video stuff, and I have another interview later on. they gotta do. So I'm going to.
Are they chewable?
That's what she told me to do.
So it's a candy. It's a candy, not a pill.
Yeah, correct. It's not a pill. It says tablet.
I have to lay off on the sugar treats.
Well, I got a bit of a citrusy flavor.
Looks like I'm Two-Faced today.
Tablet with. No,
the dark side is the evil side. The light side is the good side.
So we'll see what happens if I'm feeling anything.
That's 40 milligrams you just had.
50.
50.
Well, it got better as I chewed on them. Like they're not blah tasting.
Do they taste okay, or are they like a gum, or
just sort of? Think of a soft version of a Search or something.
Okay.
Something like that. And yeah, so blips. No, it doesn't say. I wouldn't swallow that whole like a capsule.
No.
There's no.
It's gonna act. It the more it's chewed up, the quicker it will react. It'll start, right? Like I know with mushrooms, the more emancipated it is when you get it into your tummy, the easier it is to absorb.
Correct.
So I'm sure it's. I mean, I'm sure pills are like that too, right?
Yeah, I would think so. Well, they're gone. So, bit of a chalky idea, I guess.
I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. This don't seem like something you would just swallow as a pill.
You know what? For a concert or something like that, they'd be
Well,
good.
yeah.
I know that somebody just took some edibles into a concert and they made them eat them before they would let them in.
Yeah,
you couldn't take it in.
They couldn't take them in. They must have found them on them.
Well, I believe they pulled them out, emptying the pockets, and they said you have to eat those before you go in. You can't. So they just grabbed them and that's what I would do.
Gone. So there you go.
See you in 2 hours. I used to take my Shatterizer in with me, but I put it in my my diabetes test kit. They won't look in there, right? What is this? It's my diabetes stuff. Oh, they unzip it, see the little needle thingies, and then zip it back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they don't want anything to do with needles.
No. I remember when I was doing my methotrexate injections.
Yeah, you take them with you.
Yeah, anywhere I went. If I went away to someone's place for
2 days,
yeah, I'd have to take them with me if it came on overlapped on the required day for me to take my.
And people don't get, cannabis, pot, weed is such a recreational thing. People don't get that when you use cannabis as a medicine, you are removing other medicines to do that. Like I have anyways. I don't take antidepressants and things like that. So when I don't have any, baby, you don't think about things like that. Oh, it's just he doesn't have any weed. Oh, poor baby. But that's like my medicine. It's not like it. It is. But anyways, so when you go to the States and things like that, you can't take with you.
Yeah, and that will, if you can, if you put these things into a pill container, someone could think.
Who would they know? What would they know? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they actually, I actually take one of my medications is a similar design than this.
One of my meds is a small little triangled house that looks like a little heart, but it's just a little thing there. Yeah.
All righty. Well, what do we say?
We need to tell people to stop messaging me while I'm on the air. That's what we need to do.
We're getting we're both getting it in. Okay. Time to move on. Time to move on to the headline. Yeah. All right.
I don't know what that is, but it's annoying. Well, anyways, go on. I was trying to shut my sound off and started everything.
Yeah. All righty. So headline wise, I just took a quick booth through things this morning before we came on the show, and I grabbed this one. It says Canada's legal cannabis industry contributed $7.9 billion to our gross domestic products. So people have always wondered, how much. That's not how much cannabis has been sold, but that's how much it's it's putting into our
The economy.
overall economy. Yeah.
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 Well,
So far.
when we were sitting here waiting and hoping and waiting and waiting and hoping that California was going to go legal, we saw and we heard when it did go legal how quickly it can uplift the economy, because cannabis really saved California's economy.
Yeah.
You know.
Now, the 7.7 billion. This is in for 2023, and they said a majority of that was cannabis production at $7 billion.
Wow.
Let's see. Yeah, it went well I guess in 2022 and 2023 were the same dollar wise.
It's cool. How long are we here in Canada now? It's 5 years now or 6?
6 years. Now, here, I haven't read this whole paragraph, but here you go. It says, in comparison, legal cannabis contribution to Canada's GDP surpassed that of breweries, wineries, and distilleries.
Yeah, we knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
I've been, for the last year and a half, I've been seeing articles about young adults choosing to use cannabis over alcohol.
Legal cannabis stores alone contributed nearly as much GDP as wineries and distilleries combined.
Yeah.
The licensed cannabis production surpassed that of gold and silver and ore mining, local credit unions, furniture and related product manufacturing.
It is a cash crop.
Oh, gambling industry, potash mining, dairy product manufacturing, coal mining, radio and television broadcasting, electronics and appliance stores, grain and oilseed milling, fishing, hunting, trapping, ship and boat building, just to name a few is what it says. So I think that gives you a pretty good idea on how important cannabis is to our GDP. So it's cannabis isn't going anywhere. Just going to be controlled differently as governments change, because numbers like that is not removable. Right.
There's going to be some changes coming.
Yeah. Well,
some good, some good, and some bad.
People, the sky is gonna fall if you legalize cannabis. Look what it's done.
Well, you know what? Why don't you fucking wait and see what happens before you get yourself in an uproar?
Yeah. Here we are, 6 years in.
We've been sitting here 20 years watching what's going on, hoping and hoping and hoping, and then it happened, and everybody went, "Oh, for fuck's sakes!" But it happened. And now cannabis is probably the number one subject anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
And it's not just for the reasons of getting stoned. I would say a great number of the people that are using it now are using it as medicinal and not even realizing it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sure there are.
They used to call alcohol medicinal because you would come home, have a snort, feel better, go to bed, wake up, and do it again.
Yeah, and actually back in the 30s, at one point, that was the only way people could get access to alcohol was under a medical prescription.
Yep.
Yep.
So, I mean, there are better things coming and there are worse things coming, unfortunately, because of the change of governments, both here in Canada and south of the border.
Yeah. Well, here's another.
Soon we won't be able to get any American strains.
No, actually, I had a message sent to me today of an American company sending me information on strains. Here's the link to our shop.
I've actually had somebody said from the States, we'd like to send you blah, blah, blah. And the next thing I get a notice from them that it was stopped at the border.
That can happen. That can happen.
If you want to send us your products, please do. Make sure you can ship to Canada first.
Yeah. Hey, exactly. Now, other than that, this is one I was just, I had one story and okay, but then this one popped up, and it's cannabis use more common during pregnancy, according to new research.
Yes, one of the kids is about to drop in a few days, actually, and she was told by her doctor that she can consume, and not party consume, but consume. Yeah. It helps with nausea and all that.
Now it says here that it has more than doubled in Ontario over the past decade, according to Research Institute GEO.
So some doctors are recommending it.
Yeah.
For pregnant women, yes.
That was higher among young mothers.
Yep.
They said nearly 1/4 of all pregnant moms under 19 reported using cannabis. This is in 2020, 2021.
Well, it's a natural alternative to cramps and other things that happen during pregnancy, right? Pain.
They found a 250% increase from 2012 to 2022. They said
most of
cannabis
those
was
people
legalized in cannabis.
Most of those people that are using it are probably considering themselves recreational users as well.
Yeah, it could be.
That's what I mean by a lot of people are medicating and not even realizing it.
Yeah, there we go. So yeah, the numbers are they're up.
Staggering.
Yeah, they're going up. With all the stuff that they've got going on, warning people about this and that, but people do find benefits.
But I had a conversation with the diabetes people there at the hospital, and it was all about. I brought it up. Obviously, it was all about cannabis and how I use it and why I use it and stuff like that. And it's amazing how many people are agreeing now, because these are younger. The older doctors, as we talked earlier, there both our doctors are retiring. And the older doctors, they don't have access, or they don't go to the new educational things that they have. There are programs for practitioners and nurses that revolve specifically around cannabis and the use of oil, but a lot of them don't want to go to it because of that word.
The cannabis. Yeah, stigmatized.
This stuff right here.
Yes, exactly. All right. Time for us to take a quick break, 20 seconds, and we'll be right back.
I might fall asleep, but go ahead.
Are you looking for non-stop, continuous cannabis and psychedelic programming? If you are, then turn your browsers to 420radio.ca or paceradio.net, where you will find the 420 Pace re-rolled Saturday. Everything gets started at 8 a.m. Eastern Saturday morning.
We really need to update that.
We need to update that. I was just thinking the same thing. But I also thought it'd give us an opportunity to talk about it. But I do have some sports news, so I should have probably played that after the news. But
come on, Al.
It's placement. I went, oh yeah, commercial's not a bad idea right now that I realized during it. Hey, I should have held off. But just a quick update on that. You'll find it playing at the 420pace.ca website.
Yes, sir. And 420radio.ca and paceradio.net.
Yeah.
I just love that people message me when I'm on the air.
Well, I don't mind messaging.
Let me finish, because I don't ever hear from anybody when I'm not. It's like show starts. Hey Al, what's going on?
It's when you're going to use, let's say, Facebook, for example, to show something, and people start messaging you, so your messages show up on the screen, right?
That's what I mean. Yep.
So
Mary Jane is making some QR codes for us, so she's been sending us the pictures. That's the bloop bloops.
Yeah, exactly. So she'll probably send a message, another one.
There'll be another one. Yes, it'll come.
It'll come. So yeah, we're gonna some changes and stuff coming up with that, and updating some imagery and things. So, anything else on that you want to talk about?
I miss my mommy.
Okay, all right.
That's all.
Okay, let's go on to the next segment, because we're gonna talk.
We need to put our logo in that.
In the intro. Oh yeah. Some modifications required. The new logo. All right. All right, sports wise. I haven't got any cannabis related sports, but I do have some scores. In the NHL, the Sounders beat the Predators 5-2. And in the NBA, you follow basketball any?
I don't. The only sports that I follow, and I don't even follow them anymore, I just watch them if they're on, is tennis. Sometimes golf if there's nothing else going on. That's about it.
Okay. Well, I don't have that option in front of me today.
Curling is okay.
But we got some games by the looks of it coming up tonight in the NBA.
There's a lot of games going out over Prime and on Netflix now.
Yep, Pacers and the Trailblazers, Heat and the Bulls, Knicks and the Raptors. Talking about Toronto.
There you go.
Lakers and the.
I used to go see the Harlem Globetrotters. My dad would take us when we were
yes, yeah,
and I loved it, but I can't get into basketball. I just can't get into it. There's a difference between Metal Arc Lemon and Shaq. Sorry,
we went and seen them too. Yeah. Let's see. Wow, so got any more scores sitting here in front of me? I don't think so. I got some stuff.
There's another big boxing match coming up soon on Netflix, but it's or it's either Netflix or Prime, but it's pay-per-view this time. It's not free. You have to have a subscription to watch sports on Sportsnet, which is a part of Prime. And the subscriptions are going up, unfortunately. But anyways, go on.
Yeah, so tonight in the NHL, lots of games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Yep. Looks like about 14 games going on tonight.
And we've never had access to that many games at one time before.
Yeah, and
you had to get each one separate pay-per-views, right?
Yeah, and I am using the Sportsnet website.
Yeah, they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger with sports related television.
Yeah, I always just be TSN all those years, and I sort of faded away from sports when I got sick. So we got Maple Leafs and the Flames tonight. We got Devils and the Penguins, Panthers and Capitals, Red Wings and Kraken.
Now the season just started last week, right? A week or two?
Season? Oh no.
The NHL?
Oh no, the NHL started long before.
Oh, okay. I thought it had just started.
Okay. Where am I? Here I am. Gotta find the right tab. Panthers and Capitals, Stars and Ducks.
Quack quack.
Quack quack. Quack quack. So there you go. Lots of hockey games on tonight.
Not into it. Or football.
Yeah,
the Super Bowl's coming up.
Yes, we'll get it.
Weekend? Is that this weekend?
Yes,
Sunday.
It is.
Yeah. Do you know who the big star is that's doing the halftime?
No, who is?
I have no idea. I'll look it up while you're.
You look it up. because I'm going to run into the next segment because of a particular reason. Here we go.
Boom, 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 boom.
Need the logo in there too.
All right. I know who it is, and I know when it is.
Okay.
It is Sunday, February 9th. Starts at 6:30. It is the Kansas City Chiefs against the Philadelphia Eagles. It is on wherever it's on, everywhere, I guess. And the halftime performance will be rapper and hip hop artist Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
Who is married to one of the Kardashians.
Okay. I've heard of that name.
He won on at the Grammys on Sunday.
Oh yeah, good. Good.
Which I only watched 10 minutes of. It's not the same.
And you watched the Grammys, yeah, last night.
I watched.
So he won the Grammy last night
on Sunday. Yeah,
on Sunday.
But I only got 10 minutes into it because it's not. We used to sit around the TV waiting for the Grammys. It's not what it used to be.
No
way. I joked that big concert they had for Fire Aid. I joked because I called it the geriatric concert because it was, Rod Stewart and
that was the one for the Fire Aid.
That's right. But it was all of our old classic rock gods, including Sting and Stevie Wonder, who
Jody Mitchell
and Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. No doubt.
I enjoyed the Fire Aid concert better than the Grammys, but that's the only reason the Grammy that concert happened on that day, because everybody was in town for the Grammys. So that's they did the same thing with the "We Are the World" song that they did with all the celebrities. They brought they planned it 3 or 4 days before and after the Grammys that year,
and that way everybody was together.
Everybody was there already.
Everybody's there.
Yeah,
schedule wise works great. The whole
but
bit.
The Fire Aid concert has raised a lot of money already, and it goes directly to the people in need, short term and long term. So you can watch it on YouTube, and you can still donate money and clothing and
I had it on over the weekend, all 6 hours of it.
I watched it. Kelly and I sat here and watched it, gabbing on texting back and forth, and I really enjoyed it. I did. I watched the whole thing. It was on the whole. There were a couple of acts that I really didn't like, so I got up and I made a snack.
Right.
But and I published it. Shared it. They don't call it published anymore. They call it sharing.
The I think it was Deborah Harry.
I didn't see her on that.
She did Led Zeppelin.
I did not see Deborah Harry on there.
I think that was her. I thought it was the lady from Heart. Isn't that her from Heart?
No.
She did a Led Zeppelin song.
Blondie. Deborah Harry was Blondie. I didn't see anybody from Heart. I saw what's her name there from Fleetwood Mac.
I saw her. I saw her as well.
Who was amazing. Billie Eilish looked like she was dressing like Charlie Brown. I love her voice, but her song, I'm not big on emo songs, right?
Right. Okay.
But it was like you said, it was 6 hours. A lot of information was given on the people. Billy Crystal started the show.
Alanis Morissette, she sang.
Oh wow, she was just amazing. And Billy Crystal was heartbroken. You could see it in his eyes because he lost his house.
Yes.
And then through the 6 hours, there were several other celebrities and performers who also lost their homes.
Yeah.
And it was just
I
devastating.
got the list. I got the list of performers: Billie Eilish, Earth, Wind and Fire, Gracie
Yeah.
Abrams,
Yeah,
Jelly Roll, Katy Perry, Lady
they were good.
Gaga,
Yeah.
Little Baby,
Don't know.
Olivia Rodrigo,
Rodriguez. Yeah.
Pezzo Pluma,
No.
Rod Stewart,
He
Stevie
was,
Wonder,
geriatric.
Tate McRae, Alanis Morissette,
Very good.
Anderson .Paak, John Mayer,
John Mayer was really good. He did like 4 or 5 songs.
yeah, Dawes.
They were
Graham
all
Nash,
right. They also performed on the Grammys,
Graham Nash,
I think.
Green Day.
That was a little, you know what? He brought Graham Nash brought Steven Stiles,
Yeah,
performed with a band, and then brought on Graham Nash to do a Crosby, Stills, Nash song.
yeah, I was going, hang on here.
Well, it was nice to see him. He doesn't perform much anymore, right?
Okay, so Graham Nash, Green Day, John Fogerty,
Yep.
Joni Mitchell.
Yeah,
No,
that Joni. When I see Joni performing, it's just like a thrill. I think a lot of people feel that way.
she was,
about
looks like
Joni.
she was sitting in
A chair, a throne.
throne, correct.
Yes. She was sitting in a
No
throne.
doubt, Pink,
Like them both.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
They were all right. Yeah. Flea came out in his underwear. As
He
usual.
sure did, didn't he?
Well, I saw the Red Hot Chili Peppers at Woodstock '94, where Flea played 50% of the concert naked.
Oh, really? Eh?
Yep. Just his bass hiding.
This is bass hiding.
But every now and then he would turn around, right?
Red Hot Chili Peppers. I said Steven Stills, Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks is my Hollywood heartthrob. Always has been.
Yeah.
And I will watch her anywhere, any place, anytime. She sounds great.
And the Black Crowes.
They were all right. I'm a big fan of the Black Crowes, but yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back and scan through there and find out who performed that song. That's who I thought it was. It was great. It was done really well.
Yeah, and Yoko Ono didn't come on either.
No. But that was
if
the
you're
lineup.
looking at the list, you won't see Yoko Ono's name on it.
So okay, talking about we'll stick with the entertainment things, then we'll go to the events. Now, entertainment wise, because we were talking about shows every once in a while or series and stuff like that, I don't usually watch too much of that type of stuff.
Yeah, there are a few new shows that have started this week.
I think. Well, I've got one that didn't start this week. It actually started 20 years ago.
That you've just finally watched.
That I'm just starting to watch. Correct.
And that is?
And that is the series Lost.
Oh, you know what? I watched the first season and then it kind of petered out for me.
Did you? Did it?
Yeah.
We're just getting into the second season right now. And
are you liking it?
Yeah, like the first season was like 25 episodes. And wow, holy.
Yeah, back when they did 22 was the norm for a long time.
Was it? And
now it seems
I didn't realize it was 20 years old either.
Oh, yeah. And it's still going.
Is it still going?
I believe so. I believe that it's still... No, that's a different Lost.
Okay.
The Lost that's on now is kind of like...
I think that was the one I was looking for originally. Was that one that's on now?
They go out into the bush and they live off the land individually.
Right, correct.
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah. That's
what
the
I
one
was
that I
originally looking for.
Yeah. It's there. It's on Prime.
Oh, it's on Prime. Okay, yeah, this is on Netflix, and but yeah, so far we've been enjoying it, and each one is only 45 minutes long. So if you don't have time or whatever, you're too tired to watch an hour and a half long movie, these 45-50 minute shorter versions, you don't fall asleep as often. Besides,
I like the wilderness shows and things like that.
Yeah, that's originally what I was looking for, and we ended up finding.
I like watching the Rainies as well.
Rainies?
The Rainies are a family that goes out and do homestead rescue. In fact, that's the name of their show, Homestead Rescue. And they go and they help people who are homesteading fix their issues, and they're usually in the Yukon or Alaska, Montana. Some I don't know if they've done anything up here.
Right. Okay. That's the entertainment ends of things. Now I do have some events as well.
Is there stuff coming up?
Yes. Oh, I closed that. Oh, I can't.
How long have you been doing this now?
Oh, I closed that tab. Oh,
I do that all the time.
Okay,
just go to your history. Go to your history, and it'll be there. Don't panic, Al.
I won't panic. Don't worry, we got it. It's gonna be. I have a spot stored where it's at. So I'm just making my way back there.
I've been getting a lot of new books are coming out that we could be reviewing, but I don't read books.
I don't read books.
I'm gonna have to find some book reviewers, some book heads that enjoy that will do an audio or a video review for us. I will work on that.
Good. Okay, yeah.
I don't know anybody who reads anymore.
I don't. Yeah. And my phone now, it's got the option when I go to any website, I can just push the audio button and it'll read the website to me.
My buddy Tim reads a lot. So my mom gave me one of those little readers, digital readers, right? That's all you can do on it. And he reads all the time. He still uses it, and it's 15 years old.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I've got it now. I've got it all lined up.
Oh, you found it? That was just my Phil.
Phil,
yeah.
Phil.
We'll call that Phil Babble.
It did a good job. So here's the event, and you're talking about the Super Bowls this Sunday. It's on the 9th. And wouldn't it be nice to do cannabis stuff along?
Well, that's next weekend, not this weekend.
Is it next weekend? Well, it's on the right here. I've got it on the screen now.
Oh, there you go.
Cannabis event, Super Bowl Valentine's Market,
okay.
February the 9th. It's this
the
coming
weekend
Sunday.
Before Valentine's.
Yeah. So they have a Valentine's Love Market, February the 9th from 2 to 8. And afterwards, there's a Super Bowl party, and it kicks off at 6:30.
And where is
have over 15 vendors will be there.
This is where is this, Al? In Toronto, Vancouver, Hamilton?
This is in Toronto. This is being Jennifer Pixie.
Jennifer Pixie. Okay. Yeah.
Is organizing and doing this one. So I would suggest that you get a hold of her if anybody's interested in going, because that'll
be a good one. Jennifer always has good events.
Yeah, and it's those TBA as far as the location will be announced.
Yep.
Smoke friendly when it comes to cannabis.
Okay? That's good.
No tobacco.
So it'll be at one of them not lounges, scientific research center kind of places.
Could be. Could
That's
very.
what's available now. There's a few of them downtown in the core where you can go, and they're classified as cannabis research centers, so that they can allow their patrons to come in, and you have to do a survey or something while you're there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
There's
it's Pixies Collective Kickoff Love Market.
Oh, we got to bring it back up, buddy.
Oh yeah, okay. I've actually I haven't got it closed off, but I've got it in a different spot right now because I was looking for information. Yeah, it was vendors. I said over 15 vendors. Where's that particular information I was looking for? And I'm not.
I miss events. I got to admit, I miss those. I really
details. Here we go. Details. This isn't the same details I look for, but yeah, when it comes to smoking, it's cannabis friendly, but not tobacco friendly.
Most places are not.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Exactly. So
my house is not tobacco friendly. Well, actually, that's a lot. There's a few people that I would allow to smoke a cigarette in my house. But anyways,
I'm going to put this into the chat.
Awesomeness.
Okay. So,
I like that you put recipes there. We should do that with all of them.
Yeah, then the people know what it is, right?
It's not just a link. Yeah.
Right. So here we go. Pixies.
Well, Al's looking for that. If you have ideas for segments, things you want to hear about and stuff like that, we're a morning show. We're trying to have a little wake and bake and enlighten your morning and say hello, and we might even get into some meaningful things like here. I got one here. I'll pull up.
There we go.
But we're always open to trying new things. So,
yeah. All right. Event has been shared. Now, as far as events, I've not done yet. Got more coming up, and we'll cover for the month of February to give people an idea what's coming up for the month, right? And this comes to me from Cannabis Market Space. And here we go. Tether's Toronto sampling event. That is today. That's where bud tenders meet top cannabis brands.
Oh,
February the 10th is Growing Relationships in BC 2025 is building connections and growth in the cannabis industry. So those are more along industry things. Champs trade shows, which used to be in Toronto at one time. Well, spent a year there. It's in Las Vegas, going on down there. February the 13th, Cannabis for Cancer Harm Reduction.
Nice.
All right. Now, I went, hey, what's that all about? And so I brought it up. Cannabis for Cancer Harm Reduction. And that features Shauna Dunbar and JJ O'Brien.
Cool.
I know both of them. Education. I can never get that word out, but they're involved in that. JJ is a 2-time cancer survivor, and Sean.
I've heard the names, but I don't know them.
Oh, okay. Well, JJ, I have an interview that we play of JJ during the Grow Up thing that was in Toronto.
Oh, okay. So now I know who you're talking about because we went to their booth.
Yeah, and then Shauna Dunbar, hemp big on the hemp end things as well. So event details, yeah, right there. They're sharing their knowledge on harm reduction strategies for cancer patients using cannabis. JJ O'Brien is a 2-time cancer survivor. Will share her personal and professional insights, and that's what helps educate people is sharing your experiences, your personal experience. They say in this talk, you'll learn how cannabis can help reduce the side effects of cancer treatments, ways cannabis can support overall wellness during cancer care, and as well as practical strategies for
So
using cannabis.
it's not how to roll a joint. Let's put it that way.
Right. Exactly. So there you go. Event details, March the 13th.
And it's a virtual event? Or is
I
it some?
am just trying to find that right now to see if there's.
I think if you go down, you'll see I saw something about virtual event details there.
It says event details, top cannabis for harm. Oh yeah, right there, virtual event details. There you go. Time Saturday at 7 p.m. till 10. Good. It's always good.
We're gonna start doing those kinds of things on our site as well, I think.
Yeah. Let's see. There's 2 more events still to go for February, and that means I got to bring them back onto the screen here. And there we go. There they are. Women's Grow Leadership Summit 2025.
Cool.
And Telman Zurich unveiling the next chapter in cannabis industry growth. Zurich, you think that's maybe something that's over in Europe?
I would think so.
I'm just going to bring it up.
Yeah, in Zurich.
Tallman Zurich.
Zurich is the place.
Yep, Switzerland. There you go. So really, the cannabis market space, it gives us a bit of an international location for events. It'll be all legal events.
Well, yeah, and over the years, we've seen a lot of events come and go, both here in Canada, the U.S., and Europe. There are still the staple events. I believe Spanibus is still running, but it's now owned by High Times, I believe.
Right. Yeah.
So there's a lot of European events going on, for sure. And I don't know if you were going to mention it today, but I want to remind people that Can Expo is coming in March, and we will be broadcasting the 2 days that it's on from there at our booth 402. If you're down there, please come and say hello. And if you can't go, please join us, because we'll be, hanging out. Al will be there, Sherry Ann and Cindy and Mary Jane and Timmy will be around. So we'll have lots of different views on the week.
Yeah, we'll be there, interviewing the exhibitors,
like we've been doing for a dozen years.
Bringing the stage events to our viewers as well. From my understanding, they're going, like last year, they did some seminar rooms. I think they're bringing that all out onto the stage.
As I like that they're doing that, because then it's accessible to everybody. When you're there, you don't have to go to the stage and watch the presentation, but as you're walking around, you're going to hear it anyways.
Yeah, you're going to hear it. And then if you do happen to walk by it, a lot of people stop.
They stop. And then the crowd gathers. And this is at the Queen Elizabeth building down at the ground this year, which is very, very accessible by TTC. And also, they're going to have a huge consumption area, and also we'll have somebody out there talking to people and vendors and stuff like that.
Yeah, we've got a 4-person crew being on the ground, on location, and we're going to cover the event from top to bottom.
Literally,
exactly. Talking about the Can Expo.
Sorry, I always tap to that.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to it.
I also want to remind people that you can watch us now at 420pace.ca. All our shows put on by Al's network and mine, and we're getting more. Time for Hemp is coming back on the air with Casper and Al and Al
Byrne.
as well from VAC, which we air every other Sunday, which is all Veterans Council, right?
The Veterans Action Council.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they speak to Congress, they speak to UN.
And you can watch all of this on 420pace.ca on our viewer, and there's a chat there, and you can chat with us during the shows. You don't have to just watch us on social network anymore. And please, 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 please subscribe to our new YouTube channel as well.
There's our website, the 420 Pace website.
Yes. And you'll see all our shows there, and
yeah. There's our hi guys. That's us right now. All you gotta do is click on that button, and it'll start up, and you can see our onto the side the chat.
We used to have a chat room, an actual chat room, and before these video stuff, and there were hundreds of people in there coming and going during shows and stuff like that. Social networks, socializing on the networks, kind of killed the chat room, I think.
We've got our calendar.
Yep. And we're going to start having blog posts. Al's going to do some posts that we're going to put up there.
And this is our list of our latest videos.
Yes, sir.
You just got to scroll.
And they will show up there, or you can just go to our YouTube channel and subscribe and see what's there. Yep.
Done. There we go. Check our stuff out all in one page. So, all right.
Like I said, we'll be doing a lot of events, and we've got new shows coming from both networks, and blah 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 blah.
Yeah. Over on the Pace end of things, we're broadcasting every day of the week. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to do that. And I don't miss that because I was doing at least 7, maybe even 9 shows a week, both Al's and mine, and going back and forth to the. Well, this started a long time.
Well, and in those days, we were just using Spreaker, and you're running the board for everybody in the beginning.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so, I would sit with my mom in her living room at her condo while she was watching movies and produce Al's shows.
Yeah.
Or drive down the 401 even. Sometimes.
Well, yeah, we won't get into that.
That would be illegal.
But find everything there in one spot. Nice, easy, and convenient.
And there's already almost 400 new videos that we've been doing since we've been doing the 420 piece.
Between us, Sunday, this is between us. So Sunday there's 1, Monday there's 2 broadcasts, and then Tuesday there's 2 more broadcasts, Wednesday 2 more broadcasts, Thursday there's 1, Friday there's 2, Saturday we throw it all together on the re-rolled end of things. Did you count all of them?
No.
So 2 Monday.
I just took a nice Wednesday, and it was
there's 6. 1 on Sunday. There's 7. 1 on Thursday. That's 8. 2 on Friday is 10. And number 11 is Saturday.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, with more coming. I've been contacted by somebody who has a show, and they're just getting all the details all finalized up, and they'll be starting. So, all right. Other than that, anything else?
If you have an event that you would like us to come to in the Ontario area, please let us know.
Yeah, for sure. Other than that, I'm going to say I think we are done. I don't have any more segments to run.
So. Bong bye.
I think it's our moment to say goodbye to everybody.
No, bong bye.
Bong buys?
Bong bye.
All right. Bong bice. All right. Bong bice.
Bong bice.
See you all later. We're back again next Tuesday. Same time, same place. Talk to you then. Bye-bye.
You're watching the 420 Pace Network, found at 420radio.ca and paceradio.net. Are you looking for non-stop, continuous cannabis and psychedelic programming? If you are, then turn your browsers to 420radio.ca or paceradio.net, where you will find the 420 Pace Re-Rolled Saturday. Everything gets started at 8 a.m. Eastern Saturday morning.